I need to devalue the dollar by a lot. Okay, I'm going to say that gold is now worth $5,000 an ounce on my balance sheet. Now, for every, it's about $3,800 of revaluation of gold on the balance sheet creates a credit in the Treasury General Account at the Fed of $1 trillion. So tell me the amount of spending that you want to have without having to go to Congress, and I'll tell you the gold price.
So today you have a quick excerpt from Arthur Hayes. We'll hear more from him. You don't want to miss this clip from Arthur, so make sure you watch this clip to the end. And with that, what's happening in Crypto Crew? Sean's coming back at you in the cryptocurrency video.
Hey guys, sorry for the quick interruption, but if you're interested in trading MicroStrategy options, any other stock out there, Bitcoin, Solana, or any other crypto out there, you can now do that on MooMoo. And if you sign up with our affiliate link, which we pin in the comment section, also in the description below, when you sign up and deposit any amount, you're going to receive up to 20 free stocks, and each one of these stocks could be valued at up to $2,000. So make sure to sign up with MooMoo. Go get that free money. Now let's go ahead and get back to the video.
And to piggyback on that, if you guys want some free stuff, go ahead and check out our MooMoo link here in the description below. Don't miss out. And look here, Bitcoin at the current time of this recording is right below 105, coming in at 104.9K. So could we see a blast off over the next 30 days? Bitcoin bros think so. Why? Because this looks like this could be some type of bull flag pattern that we're currently breaking out of. And you see the candle body. The candle body right now is above previous candle bodies. Now we're only in Tuesday right now, and we got to see where this candle closes. If we close above these previous candle highs here at 104.5, which the current time I'm recording we are, that means the next few weeks could get very bullish. This is a level to pay attention to, the 104.5K. We'll mark this off just for a level that we need to hold above for this week. So Bitcoin still is an uptrend, put in higher highs and higher lows. You be the judge of what's coming next. In MicroStrategy, pre-market price is right below $400 at $394, close at $396, a few dollars below the close on Friday. Still putting in higher highs and higher lows. Continuation to the upside. Looking at the RSI, you see the bottoming out here. We had a wick below, but this was the reversal sign. Came back up, respected this upwards trend line once, twice, fell through it on the third time, but came back up and retested it for another time here, 4 times here. So every time we see this over the next month, what do we see? This is October, and then by the end of November, we see a price appreciation to new all-time highs. And look here, we've seen this retest this line. Could we see appreciation up to new all-time highs, up to this line up here, this upwards resistance level? Or will we just come trade sideways back towards this upwards support? Time will be the judge. We could come back up, rally up to 436 in the short to midterm. As you see, the price is increasing 396 before the market opens back up. Saylor's hitting the ATM. MicroStrategy has acquired another 11,000 Bitcoin at $1.1 billion at about 101.1K per BTC, taking their total up now to 461,000. He said he'll buy the top forever, and they're coming in on 500,000 Bitcoin. This is crazy, guys, because Michael Saylor is just showing a new way to form your company and use the tools that are already available for all these publicly listed companies and create a Bitcoin treasury company. How high can this go? Will they reach 1 million Bitcoin? Leave your comments below. And you see a lot going on. Check out what Brian Armstrong has to say of what's to come.
But I think it's clear at this point that, Bitcoin is a better form of money than gold. It is provably scarce, just like gold, but it's more portable and divisible. So you can actually use it, has higher utility, I would say. And it was the best performing asset of the last 10 years. And so for store of value, I think it's going to be important for governments to hold this over time. It might start with being 1% of their reserves, but I think over time it'll come to be equal to or greater than gold reserves.
So in this clip here, you hear the Coinbase CEO, Brian Armstrong, definitely a notable figure in the crypto space, telling you that Bitcoin is a stronger value store of value than gold. And he's saying this at the World Economic Forum. Tides are turning. And look here, Bank of America CEO says the financial industry is ready to adopt crypto payments. This is massive. For cryptocurrency holders, you would be able to probably let the banks hold your money and leverage against it, get a loan against your crypto. That's a massive change to the game. Now remember, not your keys, not your crypto. So don't do it with your whole bag if you don't need to. But this is just legitimizing, and the banks are collapsing, telling us like they can't beat crypto, so now they have to join it. Bitcoin is going to be that first token that the banks will most likely adopt. So without further ado, let's finish hearing from our man Arthur Hayes and hear what he has to say.
The US Treasury unilaterally can decide what the value of gold is on the Fed's balance sheet. So Scott Bessent wakes up on January 21st and he says, okay, I need to devalue the dollar by a lot. Okay, I'm going to say that gold is now worth $5,000 an ounce on my balance sheet. Now, for every, it's about $3,800 of revaluation of gold on the balance sheet creates a credit in the Treasury's general account at the Fed of $1 trillion. So tell me the amount of spending that you want to have without having to go to Congress, and I'll tell you the gold price. And that is what the Treasury can do without input from anyone else, because the value of gold on the Fed's balance sheet is under the complete purview of the Secretary of the Treasury. And so what happens? The U.S. says, okay, well, the gold is now, I don't know, let's got $10,000 an ounce. And so now I've created a few $1 trillion of dollars that I can spend on whatever it is that Trump and his team want to spend money on. So what have I done? The amount of gold hasn't changed, but I've created a bunch of more dollars in an accounting fashion, and I'm spending them into the global economy. So I've increased the amount of dollars in the world. Gold price is the same. The gold quantity is the same. Therefore, I've devalued the dollar. Now, versus every other country in the world, now the dollar is much weaker through this gold channel. It's weaker than the yuan. It's weaker than the yen. It's weaker than the euro. Those are the three, China, Japan, Germany, three largest exporting countries. So if I am a manufacturer and now, the three major places where I would have located a facility, it's way more expensive to do so to export to the world. I guess I got to come to America and deal with Trump and his team because the dollar has now been devalued. And guess what? Bessa didn't have to call a single foreign finance secretary or minister and discuss with them what he's going to do or get them to agree. It happens automatically because now the U.S. government says gold is worth, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 an ounce. How high could it go? Who knows? Luke Groman, another financial analyst, he has a chart. I don't know where it is, and it's the percentage of gold the amount of gold as a percentage of the amount of liabilities of the Fed in the 1980s versus today. And so they went back to where gold was as a percentage of the overall liability base. As gold as the asset, liabilities are the amount of dollars in existence. You would do about a 14x rise in gold. So that's like $40,000 an ounce in gold. If Trump says, I need weaker dollar, I need businesses coming back to America, he says, gotcha, buddy. Let me just do this real quick. And now the dollar is the weakest currency out of all of our trading competitors. And so now companies on the margin are going to want to put their factory here and export, either sell stuff in America or export it around the world from America.